Welcome back to another MobileSentrix Monday, where I talk about what's new in MobileSentrix so that you can stay up to date and not miss out on a thing. I want to quickly go over some of the new refurbished screens that are in stock, and those are for the Revel devices, Icon, and Motivate. The Revel Tab 5G, the 10.36, Revel 7, Revel 6, and Revel 6X 5G. The Innovate E 5G, Icon 5, Icon 4 with frame and without frame, the Icon 3 with frame and without frame, the Dream 5G, the Ovation 2 with frame and without frame, and the Motivate 3 and Radiant Max 5G Fusion 5G. All refurbs, which means you're not going to run into any of the issues that sometimes come along with aftermarket screens. And now in stock, something that's also exciting is the Samsung S24 Ultra aftermarket OLED displays with a significant lower price point than say the refurb or especially the service pack screens. The only screen that's going to be cheaper is the OLED without frame. And although that's my preferred method, not everyone enjoys the process of installing a display on a frame, and I totally understand. But the difference is only a couple bucks. So going with frame on this aftermarket OLED, try it out and I think you'll love it. And one of the really cool things I'm excited about is the JCID new flexes that are compatible for the proximity sensor flex cables from the iPhone 13 mini all the way up through the 15 Pro Max, the front camera FPC flex cable for the iPhone from the iPhone 14 through the 15 Pro Max, the wide angle camera FPC flex cables for the iPhone 15 series, and the back camera tag-on flex cables from the iPhone 12 mini all the way through the 14 Pro Max. Now these flex cables are designed for mainly when the flex cable itself gets damaged, so you can replace just the flex without having to replace the whole assembly. It costs a lot more to replace the whole assembly, and you also have to deal with notification and sometimes loss of functionality. So to be able to simply replace the flex cables is something that every tech should learn how to do. It's not too complicated, you just need to have a decent soldering iron, preferably a micro tip because of how small the joints get, but the process is relatively straightforward on each one of these flexes, where the originals basically peel away from the back of the cameras and you can solder on these flex cables to the back of the cameras. Something that I've demonstrated in a previous video, I believe it was on an iPhone 10, I can't remember, but it's the same concept as that video, so go check that out. And if you want me to make a video specifically on these flexes, or if there's one you have in mind, leave it in the comments below. And last but not least, something that I mentioned last week was the batteries for the iPhone 15 series. And something that I may have forgotten to mention was the tag-on flexes. The batteries now come with pre-programmed universal tag-on flexes for the iPhone 15 series, which will help in the settings in changing that battery health percentage. Now, as you can see, there's one flex for the 15 Pro and 15 Pro Max, and the other for the 15 and 15 Plus. And of course, for the cores, the spot welding is required. I've demonstrated this in several videos, but if you'd like to see a new one, or if there's a specific model that I haven't shown that you're struggling with, leave it as well in the comments below. Well, that sums up what's new with MobileSentrix this week. Like and subscribe so that you don't miss out on the daily videos that I put out. Most of them are actually showing a repair, not just talking about a product. Leave comments below if there's something specific that you'd like me to demonstrate in one of those videos. Thanks a ton for watching. We'll see you in the next video.